Well, hello everyone. This is Scott Roberts from Explore Scientific and the Explore Alliance, and I'm here with David Levy and also with Tyler Bowman. Let me bring David in here. And Tyler is out in our showroom where he'll be showing us some of the things that are going to be available at the Sun and Stars Party here at Explore Scientific in Springdale, Arkansas. So we just got back from from a couple of events. One of them was the STARMUS event in Armenia, in the city of Yerevan was mostly where we were, but we had a huge turnout of super enthusiastic people, mostly younger, wanting to explore the skies with telescopes and learn more about astronomy and science. So that was a huge success, and I'm glad I went. Our next event, it was literally just here maybe 3 or 4 days, and then I had to drive out to Arizona, to Oracle, Arizona, where we met up with astronomers all over the Tucson area, but also people that drove in or flew in to participate in the David H. Levy Arizona Dark Sky Star Party. But it turned out that the whole town, the whole village of Oracle was celebrating. So we had events going on in restaurants. There were events going on at some of the B&Bs in the area. And what they did is they combined art, music, and astronomy into these events. So it was a lot of fun. We had lots of bad weather leading up to Saturday, but every night, remarkably, it got clear. So you might have had to be up about 2:30 to see that. So we expected to have David there the entire time. Sadly, it was a time when David's wife, Wendy, had passed on. So, but we were very thankful to be with him and to share some of the night sky with him. And anyhow, sounds like Tyler's popping balloons here. So, anyways, David agreed to come on to our program today and kind of kick off the Sun and Stars party with a poem. So, David, I'm going to turn it all over to you.
Thank you so very, very much. It is such a special honor to be here. Sun and stars. You can't come up with better than that. You go out in the daytime. It might be, I hear that it's a little bit hot. Some of you set yourselves on fire, but the sun is out. There's sunspots, and there's prominences and faculae, and probably a flare or two, and other things. I've had to sort of slow down my solar observing, although I can't stop my nighttime observing even in this time. I'm going to offer you five brief poems today, and they all relate to Wendy. And those of you who do not know, I must tell you that poor Wendy died a week ago yesterday. We laid her to rest on Wednesday, and she is no longer suffering. Her last few months were very, very difficult. And this morning, I think for the first time, I began to sense the first signs of recovery and this new phase of my life. First quotation is going to be an old one. It's from John F. Kennedy. I think a lot of the older members who are here today have know of him. And I need to say that he was one of my favorite presidents. But on June the 10th, 1963, at American University, he said, "For in the final analysis, our most basic common link is that we all inhabit this small planet. We all breathe the same air. We all cherish our children's futures. And we are all mortal." And I thought that was extremely important to do that. The second one is a song, a little bit from what David Rossiter presented at the funeral on Wednesday. And it's from Don McLean's Vincent. And when no hope was left in sight on that starry, starry night, you took your life as lovers often do. But I could have told you, Vincent, this world was never meant for one as beautiful as you. During my eulogy, I tried to use the poem from Macbeth. And I think you're all familiar with that, the famous Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow thing. Beautiful, beautifully written. I think possibly composed by God with some help from Will Shakespeare. But it was inappropriate. And so, in order to do it, I had to make some changes. And here they go. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow creeps in its petty pace from day to day over 30 wonderful, unforgettable years to the last syllable of recorded time, and then is heard no more. Out, out, brief candle. Life's but a walking shadow. But life is so much more than a walking shadow of friends who strut and fret their hours across the stage and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, but it is also a tale told by a genius, full of sound and light, signifying so much we can't even begin. My final quotation is a straight steal from King Charles III, who said these words on the death of his mom. Now go rest, noble heart. Good night, sweet Wendy, and may flights of angels speed thee, sing thee to thy rest. Thank you, Scotty, and back to
Thank
you.
you,
And have a
David.
good time at your Sun and
Yeah,
Star.
we will, David. I wish you were here, and we will work hard to get you here in Northwest Arkansas here in the spring. So we'll see how that turns out.
I look forward to
Thank you, David. Okay, all right. So we're going to replace this view of me, okay, with Tyler. He's in our showroom, and he's going to show some of the deals that are being offered here at our Sun and Stars party. But we're going to talk a little bit about some of the stargazing that we're doing from our parking lot, and so we have a lot of locals coming by. So it's been interesting and fun. So I'll turn it over to you, Tyler.
Well, cool. Scott, David, I always appreciate David Levy listening to his poems. It's always remarkable what that man can just say in general. I am deeply apologetic about his wife passing last week. I know that's gut wrenching. I always wish him support, and he's always here. We're always here for him if he needs anything. So as far as deals, well, we have a whole bunch of doublets, believe it or not. We have doublet 102s and 127s. That's right. We have 127s and 102s. Now, these are OTAs only. Some are complete, some are not complete. They are as is, but all the 127s, I have 17 that have been collimated as of right now. I'm still working on it, but if you want to participate in the savings, we'll go over the prices here in a second. It's demo and sale. If you want to email us at the Explore Alliance at explorescientific.com, that's where you would like to email us at. And that way we can differentiate between the two instead of just having everything flood into a different email system. So if you can email us and just have the subject line demo and sale at Explore Alliance at explorescientific.com, we'll make sure that we get with it first thing Monday morning and fulfill those orders if you want to get some. Now, as far as prices, the 102s are $250. Now, if you're local, we'll knock the $50 off, and we just walk out the door with it as is. Same with the 127. It's going to be $350. That's including shipping. So that
Right.
$350
That's-
is including shipping.
That $50 is handling, new box.
That's a rebox and shipping fee, what that is. And it gives it plenty of cushion. They all have focusers. They have rings, caps, finder foot. So it's almost a complete scope. It's just, it's got cosmetic defects, but they all look the same in the dark. You can't see the cosmetic defect at all.
That's true.
Same with the 102. It's got rings. It's got a scrapped up marred dovetail bar. It's got a focuser. The only thing it's missing is a shoe, which you can buy a shoe. You can actually use our hybrid foot and it'll work just as well as the standard Explore Scientific meat foot.
So when you say a shoe, are you talking about the viewfinder attachment bracket?
The viewfinder bracket. I call it a shoe.
Okay. All right.
I call it the shoe.
Okay.
On that particular one, it is missing. But if you want to buy the viewfinder bracket, the new 2-in-1 hybrid, we can attach that on there and ship it out the way.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
But we have a whole bunch of scopes sitting out. We have the BT 120s for solar. So we've shown a lot of school kids
Giant binoculars, right?
Yeah, the giant binoculars. We got a little 80 millimeter as well. We have an NT 114 out there, and we also have a 127 Mac cast. We're all looking at the sun with proper solar equipment. Of course, we have a white light filter silting over the objective because we want to make sure we don't hurt people's vision.
Right.
And that's currently what we're doing.
Okay. So I know that we've had a number of people come by. We started it last night, actually.
Yeah.
Starting at about 4
We
o'clock.
also, Scott, have a bunch of stuff for kids.
Oh, good.
We have a whole lot of stuff for kids. So if you got kids that want to come by, we can get some stuff, huh? Yeah.
That's great. That's great. And we were making hamburgers and hot dogs, and
Yes.
so if you want to come by and do some stargazing with us, we'll be looking at Jupiter. It's just a few days past opposition.
Yeah.
We've got the sun and some scopes right now. We
Mhm.
can see, yesterday was a ton of sunspots. I imagine they're
What?
still there, right?
They're still there. Also, Scott, I believe we have a webpage as well.
That's
that
right.
promotes this. And I believe it's explorerscientific.com/sun and stars party.
That's right. That's right. And I
Oh,
put that link into the chat so that's easy for them to click
Yes.
onto if they want to check it out. If
Yep.
you're at all anywhere near the area, we certainly would invite you down to hang out with us, to have a free meal on us, and
Of course.
and just to have some fun. So on this Saturday night. We know here locally we have a thing called football. Is that right? Is that what it is, Tyler? It's called football?
I don't watch sports. I guess so.
Okay.
I think it's foosball.
No. It's a big deal here in Northwest Arkansas. It is the Razorback game against its foe. I guess it's a big rivalry against
Yes.
Alabama, right? So I don't know if they've already started that or not, but
No, the game starts. Oh no, it has started.
it started. Okay.
Started,
All right.
started an hour
Right.
ago.
So being that I'm in Arkansas right now, I'm going to be rooting for them. So
Yeah.
anyhow, you guys have fun. We'll be back later with some more live broadcasts as the day progresses. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you soon.